Hello gang, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with the Dune Canyon map and Transport Fever 2. Last time around we had a bit of a recap as to exactly what we've managed to achieve so far, and we've achieved some stuff, which is nice. So we got to ride around on that and that's all jolly lovely. Today, however, yes, that is an electric train. I thought I said I wasn't going to do electric trains. Apparently I am. Oh. Right, lots to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. Yes, now, we say that the east side is done, and we are done with the east side for the time being. But there are a few industries still left to hook up. We've got the sawmill down here. I mean, that's the least accessible that we've got to deal with. There's a farm here that is not hooked up. There's two iron ore mines over here that aren't done. You know, it's some odds and ends, but it's nothing that we don't already have covered at least multiple times. Let's have a look at the money. I've got 730 odd million in the bank, and it's still 1970. Oh, I haven't advanced the year. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, there we go. That's what the annual looks like. 75 million and tracking at the moment for the latest time period. I've not run it by a massive amount. How much have I run it by? A bit. It feels like a massive amount. That's like 10 years worth. It's about 10 years worth, possibly. Let's have a quick look at the routes. Obviously, we've got absolute ruddy ton of cash. But we're going to be spending, I think, probably all of it today. So there you go. Right, here are the troublemakers. The Indie line here is currently running a deficit. That's okay. It'll resolve itself. Obviously, while it's got stuff on board, you just have to wait for it to drop off, and then you make some cash back in. So that's not too bad. This Clearwater goods production job here is running a deficit right now, but that probably won't last. In fact, if we have a look at this. No, it will last. No, everything you're seeing here is that it will probably last for a while. There you go. Look, that one I was talking about just now, it's just disappeared. Clearwater freight delivery is also not running brilliantly at the moment, or ever. Okay. The Coral whatnot Springs, that's what they call it. Freight connection. How's that looking? Oh, horrible. Okay, yeah, life. Oil production here. This feels like it should possibly be. Yeah. See, this is a little bit closer to the mark. Okay, so there are some that aren't working out quite as well as one might have hoped. These two should be in profit, given that these are two truckers, but neither of them are carrying anything. Interesting. Which means that those routes are broken, and have been for a while. Okay, I'll do some kind of review of stuff that's broken and see if I can't fix it. But I'll do that while you're not here. Let's not waste our time. Let's look at the good stuff. Freight Mainline East. I added another. Well, I think I've got 5 trains on there now. That's doing 80 million a year. The main passenger line is doing 27 million. We've got a few other that break the million mark, but let's not kid ourselves. That's what's keeping us afloat right now, is the freight main line, as well it flipping should. But you see, that's the thing, is that every full or even partial full mainline train contributes directly to the success of absolutely everything else. So that's all good. I did notice, actually, just one more thing. While I was recording the tracks and beats of the last episode, where am I going? Oh, well, that's a big question. That's not a big question. Down here, St. Petersburg. I noticed it was broken. I mean, like, horribly broken. The whole thing was queuing around the block with an inability to escape from that, and it was because it didn't have a signal there. I had to put one signal in to uncork that bottle because things were unable to escape the system. Bit of a disappointment, but I fixed it. So not so much of a disappointment anymore, and that's all good then. Right, let us cut now to the west side of the canyon. Now, I've done a bit of a review over the west side of the canyon. I'm not looking for what's the narrowest span or anything like that. What I've been trying to figure out is what's going to be the capital city. Yeah, because there will be one city that is that heavily connected to the rest of the setup that it is going to be the primary focus. Let's say it won't necessarily be the biggest city on the map, but it will be a major focus. Now, the interesting thing about the west side, firstly, is there's Oceanside is the southernmost town that it's got going on, but also this really lends itself to two main lines. So you've got this kind of top edge, this far western edge that goes Oceanside, Charlotte, Fullerton, via Abilene and El Paso, and then possibly Amarillo, or maybe Wichita. Who knows? Anchorage. That could be. I mean, that's the third line, and that's just purely based on where the mountains are sitting. But then you've got Kansas City, Madison, through Hartford, Washington D.C. There is equal value to be had in having a second parallel line that runs alongside the canyon itself. And this led me to Huntsville. Yeah, right here. Humble little Huntsville. Not an awful lot going on in Huntsville right now, but that's going to change because, well, firstly, it's going to be the start point for the canyon side main line, but it will also, I will run a connection from Charlotte that comes out this way as well, and this is where I'm going to put the bridge. Yeah. There are narrower opportunities available, but this is it, and I've been pondering exactly how to do the station, because we haven't got a huge amount of real estate here, but I'm going to put the station in over here somewhere, right, facing this way, so pointing east to west, and and then we'll bring in a Sunnyvale line that runs up this way and then comes out this way to Birmingham, and that'll be a nice little contained route before having basically being an almost convergent point for however many lines we end up running, south to north, north to south, whatever. Yeah, I know, it's exciting, isn't it? But with every project comes the first step. And let's not wait. Let's do this. The first step. Look at this lot. That's a decent length train. I'm very tempted to reorganise my mainline trains in order to have the cars in the consistent order, but I'll just leave it organic for now. So how exactly? I don't honestly know. Right, so let's get a quick price check. And there we go. That's 584, but that's made out of stone, which is no good to us. The girders of the boxed variety is going to cost us 877 million. That one, however, is 1.1 billion for a bridge. Yeah. See your most expensive bridge ever? I've just raised it. Right. There will be cheaper available, because at this stage, see, I mean, look, there we go. That just shaved 400 million off the cost of the bridge. And it still gets the job done. It sort of gets the job done, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. We don't want to go with the super pricey stuff. I think this is one of those times where you want a box girder just to make sure that nobody kind of falls off the edge too horrendously. But I got 679 million. Now I'm going to give this more thought than I would do normally, because when your positioning of the bridge has an impact in the hundreds of millions, then it is worth taking longer than the traditional 30 seconds to plan that out. Actually, this one looks quite nice. That's quite good. And it's because the heights work out quite well. Yep. Now, when scouting around, I managed to find a way of doing this that involved having a cheeky tunnel. And I mean, already that I'm always going to go on, tell me more. Yes, no, please send me your literature. Yeah, no, yeah, something like that. That's not done it. No, that's not done it. What if you were to go down like that? That has done it. See, it's got a cheeky tunnel there, and then you emerge out resplendent over that. That's 760 million. Do yourself and everybody a favour. All right, we'll take the next crossing that comes in, and we are going to run perpendicular here, because if I'm going to build a Y junction out at this end, and then, I don't know, Huntsville, then you know, the perpendicular is going to be our homeboy. I think that's too big a span, isn't it? It's quite. I mean, it's quite big a span. 500, or to get the speed that we want, 752. That might do it. Yeah, that might do the trick. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I think we can get it for 660. You know, if you just do it somewhere else, and that's a saving of 90 million. Silly money. Let's have a look at that. No, 8. Okay, all right. Try here. 8 again. All right. Okay. All right. That's okay. That's all right. Here. 9. Okay. Here. 9. Oh, good. Right. Well, I've lost the place that I was going to do it. That's upsetting. That's okay. We'll find it again. It's okay. It's all good. I'm very upbeat about this entire endeavour. 7, 8, 9. Look, you might as well just take that, and then we can crack on and do more interesting things. Although that said, what? Yeah. Oh, that's decreased the cost, but that's going very steeply uphill. And in a second you're over here, you're going to want to go uphill again. So if you were to whiz that up here and then increase your altitude, no, that doesn't feel right. Because look, if you're intersecting with this, you want to be at the same height as that to start with. And therefore, starting your bridge low down means these pillars don't have to be as tall. Therefore, the cost will come down. Clever monkey. Thank you. Right. Okay, so like that. See, that's got the cost down. How much is that for the full price? 562. Right, I'll tell you what, sold. Right, there we are, bought it. I spent the money. Money's been spent. $500 million on a bridge in one go. Yeah, I only took a couple of minutes of faffing around to find it as well. Now, the goal today is going to be to get this passenger route up. We're going to get it done now, and then figure it out from there. But the question is, which orientation do we have the station on? So if we get our station up here, now this is going to need tricky. Okay, one route for the Y junction that goes over the other side. Yeah. It's going to need to expand to have freight as well, because basically this is going to be the connecting position for the freight main lines. I'm going to run a freight mainline service that does a pickup from every. We've got that's like 2 platforms. Okay, so that's 2. Yeah, no electrification, but high speed. Make it big long. Right, yes. And then you're going to have 2-way to Charlotte. Yeah. You're probably going to want 2-way to somewhere else at least as well. No, hold on. No, that's going to be a whole bunch of stop-offs. So if we make that another 2 as this being the destination for the mid and the low. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then what? No, you want 2-way to Charlotte. Yeah. Which covers the low. Yeah. 2-way for the... No, 1-way for that. Yeah. 1-way for the high. Really. And you're going to want the freight main line too. We're looking at about 10 platforms. All right. In total. I think thereabouts. And where are we going to put it? Right. Okay. So, I mean, I briefly discussed this kind of an idea. Now, unless we ran 2 stations, which I'm not 100% certain is hold everything. I'm not 100% certain it's a great idea, but I've had a great idea. Yeah. Okay, what is that? Well, the great idea is having linked stations. So have the stations right next to each other. So we'll have one running this way and then the other one running across it. We'll elevate the other one so that it leaves via a bridge. This is a bit of an engineering puzzler. It might well be an engineering puzzler to you, friend, but this only needs 2 platforms. I only need 1 platform because that's for passengers, and then 1 more platform which will be for goods. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of this road. That is definitely not going to make it. In fact, most of this isn't going to make it. Yeah. it's a bit of a disappointment for them, obviously. Now, we don't need to go completely square on as I've got it here. Something like that would do. The challenge here is that we've got to sink it a bit so that we can definitely get the other station, the tracks from the other station coming over the top of it. So if we go there, yeah, 180 it. Now, this only works if, don't build a flipping road. I'm in the middle of a project. All right, stick it in. Right, okay, right, it's in. We're committing to this as our setup. Now, it's a little bit ugly at the moment, and it will remain that way until I make it less ugly, which will be presently. But we won't be. Hold on. Yeah, all right. Yep, thank you. Yes, good. Click to the thing while pushing a direction at the same time. It ends up with you going all over the place. Right, let's modify this. And we will go with another high-speed line. We're also super long it. Now, the passenger platform does not need super length, but the freight platform will, because I'm going to run a big boy service out here. I'll probably replace it with a multi-headed SD40 when they become available. But they're not available at the moment, and therefore I can't replace it. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen what I've seen? Well, it depends what you're looking at. What I've seen, however, is that... No, it's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. I had a moment there where I thought I might not be able to get these platforms in because this farm was in the way. But it's okay. The farm's not actually in the way. Right. Okay. Now, this is the stuff. Yeah. This is what they're gonna, erect memorials of me for. Right. There we go. So there's that. We're going to need a cargo building on there as well. Let's go proper beefcake with it. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, that's not hooked up to anything at the moment. We will hook it up to something in a minute. Now then, if we look at the what's this town actually got going on details, show me what this town's got going on details. This is obviously not the button. All right, okay, but if you, there we are. We cannot destroy all the houses or all of the places that need con mats or all the places that need tools. If we do so, none of this works anymore. Second point is, no, you didn't need the bulldozer there, but, good instincts. Second point is that wherever I put this station, it has to be within the catchment of the other one. Yeah. Now, I don't think... Oh, look at that. That would be good, but it's not. So, up here looks to be about right. It's just a question of whether I can get it close enough. Now, using a modular approach, we can stick the station kind of steps. In fact, let's make this really short. Yeah, so I'm going to build this one and then we'll bulldoze it afterwards so that I can get a feel for how close we actually need to be. In fact, let's not even do that. Let's bring this bit of road around here. In fact, are you people going to make it? They might make it. Don't bulldoze them yet. There is time to bulldoze them, but it doesn't need to be right now. Get rid of this bit of road again. And again. Yeah. Do it once more, and I'm going to pause the game, and then you'll know what being paused feels like. There you go. Right, now, that's got tendrils. Can you connect onto that? Yes, you can. Right. It's ugly. Ignore that. We're just measuring. Right, so how far out can we go? So far, so good. Yep, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Actually, if I tendril you on here, how far do you stretch? Not very far. Let's get a bit more road in. Nope. Let's get a bit more road in. Yeah. Okay, right. And then let's see how far up here we can go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Steady on there, left mouse button. That's a bit eager. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, bulldozer was a smooth move. If it fits up here and has coverage of that, we're in business. And we're in a lot of business. Well, I have to break it to you that that is going to fit. You have direct connection with the station that you built there. Well, criminy. Yes, criminy indeed. is the right answer. That's where the station is going to go. Oh, I'm very excited. Right, let's not mess around. Let's put... What do we need? You need 2 for that main line. You need 1 for the other 2 lines that you've got going on there. So that's 4. It shouldn't need any more than 4 passenger lines. It is going to need some freight lines on there as well. But with those 4, we're in good shape. Sure? Yeah. Okay, right. That's only $1.5 million these days. $1.5 million. I don't bat an eyelid, really. Good. Okay, now I want to do something a little bit more tasteful with this road. But shall I do that now or late? No, do it now because that's going to be a fairly permanent fixture. Let's have a look and see if it will handle it going a right angle rather than the connection that it's got now. So if I get rid of this... Because if I can run a right angle like that... Okay, it's not quite a right angle, all right? But it's, you know, it's approximately 90 sort of degrees-ish. Oops. All right. Oh, well. Never mind. All right. So we just need this. Because then I can build a kind of a near kind of perimeter idea, almost ring road for the citizenry. In fact, keep going that way. Yeah. In fact, keep going over there. Ooh, that's tasteful. And I know I describe a lot of things as tasteful these days, but that's because I'm building a lot of tasteful things. Right. Yep. And then do this. Now we know if this doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. We know that there is a connection to be made somewhere over the rainbow, and therefore it doesn't necessarily have to be this one. Right, keep that on the low down. I think having this stepped down is probably a good move. Come just a little further this way. Okay, that's ugly. We can do it better. It's okay. The test right now is, do these 2 stations talk to each other using this route? Yes, they do. Well, some things are destined to work out brilliantly, and I think this might be it. And this is why this is going to be the capital city. Now then, on an unrelated but yet importantly related note, you're going to bulldoze all of this now. Yeah, I know. It's a disappointment. And then we're going to try and put it back in again, and it's not going to work. Quel horreur. Right, big chunky street for this, because this is going to be the... Where are we? Hartford? Yeah, this is going to be the Hartford Ring Road. All right, take it as far as there. Yo, you like that bridge? I did like that bridge. All right, put that... Oh, yeah, now the bridge is beefy as well. That's good. Now, you're going to have to do something unpleasant to get it to hook up to the station. I can't see a way. Although there is the other side of the... Look, the other side of the station is no better. If anything, it's probably worse. Now, flattening out some of the terrain down here would be a boon. But I don't think you're going to get given the opportunity. I think this is going to have to be somewhat ugly, or maybe at something of a casual angle. Don't go quite so steep. Go one less steep. Look, I'm going to terraform the heck out of this town. Once the town starts growing, I will have more choices as far as bits that can be bulldozed. And that... Whoa. Keep going. Look, this is fine. I just want it not quite so steep. If we come off here... like that. Now, you know, we know that it taking the long route, so going along here and then down there, it fits. So doing a cut-off like this will also fit. That's going to look quite nice. We're just going to have to do it nicer. Right, so if you drop that down by 1, then that's not too horrendous a slope. Yeah, and then come over this way a bit. No. Yes, maybe. I'm not keen on the angle of attack in that junction, but you do end up with a relatively even-ish slope. It's not perfect. It is merely adequate. But, you know, we've got the system done. This is, of course, where we find out that this won't connect up to the bridge without a big fight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a look. It's not going to do it. It just isn't. You're going to need a big fight to get that to work. Oh, hush, it's going to work. It's not. You're short, look. You've come up short. You can get the passenger line in, but the goods line's going to need to execute a manoeuvre. Oh, dear. Yeah. And we can't just go delete that bridge. Well, you can delete the bridge, but the bad news coming out of the other side of that will be that you can't afford to put the bridge in anywhere. Not without, letting the game run for 20 minutes at high speed. All right, okay, no, that's all right. Oh, yes, these things are intended to test us, and therefore we'll let them. All right, down, like that. No, it won't do it. It won't place while you're holding shift. All right, so I won't hold shift. There we are, all right. Okay, so there's the passenger route, which runs there. There you go. Nice. Arguably, I use the T word again. Tasteful. Yeah, okay. Now, that should double track, but we're only going to run one train there to start with anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Also, are we thinking one route here or two? So this is going to Y junction out onto the route to get to Birmingham and to get to Sunnyvale, Irving. Is it Sunnyvale, Irving, or is it Irving, Sunnyvale? Whichever it is, it's that one. So, yeah. What's your question? It's whether it's one route or two. We're going to have to double track the bridge at some point. Should we get a price check on that? Just so we know. Just so we know what the expense that's going to be incurred later on is. It is 280 million plus. Okay. All right. It's going to be necessary, but we don't need it right now, this minute. Okay, right. Let's talk to Birmingham again. Now then, hello, Birmingham. What exactly? Okay, so Birmingham's already running 2 stations. You've got space at the end here for another platform coming in, or there. This bridge would have to have some modification. Okay, all right. It's fun though. See, where I'd love to get to with this would be to actually revisit all of the towns that I've kind of that are significant. So all of these kind of mainline towns, and rebuild all of the approaches, including kind of surface streets, flattening the whole area out, and seeing if I can't make it, pop up lovely. Let's have a look at this in a modification kind of a sense. So do we have room for a bit more platform? We do have room for a bit more platform. Well, hang on then. Yeah. How much more room? But if you get rid of that bridge, you can go at least once more. This is going to work. That's going to be fine. Okay, right. Get rid of this. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. I've got rid of that. Did you have more plan beyond that which you just bulldozed? Yes, I did. Right. So let's platform this out until we can platform no further. It doesn't want to do that. Do we think it's the diamond crossing causing the problem? No, it's because you've got a curve. Okay. All right. How much space does that give us then? 3 segments of track. Actually, that's going to be fine. Given that this is a point to point, this is going to be absolutely fine. Right. There we go. All right. Okay. It's crazy. I love it. Right. Okay. Good. Done with that. Now, I need to put that bridge back in again. I suspect I was using it for something, but who knows. And then you just need to blend onto this line here. I was thinking for a moment that what I needed to do was run it out towards the bridge. And I could do. Or we could use the main line for a bit. You could do. Yeah. I mean, you've still got. Either way, you have the challenge of getting over the freight main line. Yeah. Now, as interview questions go, this is probably a little bit obvious, but if you were to have your time again here, would you put the freight main line maybe on the inside rather than the outside? Well, it's a good question, and certainly one that I've considered in the past. Yeah. Also, that diamond junction doesn't need to be there anymore, but I'm leaving it in because it's cool. Is it? Yeah, it's very cool. Why is this signal here? Because that's where it needs to be. Yeah, okay, I suppose it is. Although it doesn't anymore. It's been replaced by that next one up. Okay. Okay, right, so that's got Birmingham, whatever platform number it decides to give that. It's got that assigned. Now, where's the best break-off? The best break-off point is probably in this tunnel because you've got a slightly elevated section of track there, which means we could get underneath it. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. I think we might run a single unit Alco on this, you know. I think we might. Or, simply because it will make an absolutely tremendous screenshot, some kind of, maybe run the Class 9000 on there. I know it's not a passenger's train, you know, by default, but, you know, yeah, I think there's some merit there, maybe. Right, so, next trick, and that's quite a steep bit of downhill there as well. Okay, so you're going to want to branch. It's barely worth being on the main line. We could just quad track it. You could quad track it. And then actually the quad tracking is only if you are definitely going to run more than one train. Which is, well, it's possible, but it really depends on what this thing gets up to. Now, if we go over, so if we were to head over the top of this raised section here, I mean, that's fun. We might have a bit of a challenge to get down to bridge height. Yeah, but it's fun though, isn't it? It is fun. You're not wrong. Right, keep that flat temporarily so that we keep this junction neatish. All right. Do you want to do it again? Yeah, I think I might. Right, I'm keeping the connection up to the main line so that we've got depot access. And in case I change my mind. Because, like, you know, let's face it. That's the sort of thing that happens. Is that on an incline as well? Are we married up? No, we're not. Okay, so keep that flat. Flat. Thank you. It is going uphill. It is. It's definitely going uphill. All right. Well, keep your wits about you. Right. Go a little bit further on the flat. Okay. Yeah. And then make your junction as you had it more or less before. Okay. So like this. Yep. Right. Where's that signal that you placed? Because that will tell you more or less where it was. It was over there somewhere. Yeah, that's where your junction was. Okay, right. Well, come back this way then. No. You're not going to get it that easy, sunshine. All right. Well, that can start to peel off this way. All right. Okay. Because it is going to have to bend out or bow out maybe a little. There you go. You can slap that in there. Yeah. All right. You can double slip that, and then we're good to go. We are good to go. I'm going to single track this for now because it only needs single track. Later, it will need double track, so I need to kind of keep that in mind with this next caper. But I don't think I'm going to get tall enough quickly enough. Really, what gives it away? The fact that it's not getting up to the kind of height that we need to get over the top here. It is. It almost is. It isn't. No, it's not. Is it? No, we're off by a bit. Yeah, you really are. What you're going to be better doing is staying low. Right, so you're going to tunnel in parallel with the tunnel that exists there. So that's kind of extra expense, but it will pay off because this is going upwards slightly, I think, and therefore we will be able to thread under it with less hassle. And given that the bridge is that's not very straight there. I'll probably relay that in a minute. Yeah. You said something about being slightly lower. There, I am slightly lower, look. And then we'll thread underneath the pillar to hit out to the bridge. Well, it's wacky. I like it. Okay, go on. That's the stuff. That is the stuff, isn't it? Oh, that is totally the stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, look. I mean, look at that. If you were to look up the stuff in the dictionary, that's what it would show you a picture of, because that's the stuff. Right, okay, good. And then this should be relatively painless. That's a very slow corner. I don't see a way where, because we're coming at it from 90 degrees, I don't see a way where you can get it any faster. No. All right, good. We're there. Right, let's set this in motion. Okay. We'll start small and then get bigger. But this is your canyon traversal. Yeah, that's a. Oh, I think we might have the name for the line. Right, okay. That's quite a long name for a line, though, isn't it? Oh, hush. Right, from Birmingham out to Huntsville. Huntsville, not Hartford. Do beg your pardon. Right, okay. So this is going to be, the Canyon crossing north. So it should be Canyon passenger crossing north. But no, we can do Canyon freight north and Canyon freight south. Okay, that's fine. North because the whip end here goes up to the north. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you figured that out for yourself, but I mention it anyway. Right, okay. Now then, go to where the heck does the depot live these days? It's in the middle somewhere, and that's why I always struggle to find it. Is because it's around here somewhere. I'll tell you what. This time, memorize the name of the station it's closest to, and then we will never have this discussion again. That's optimistic. Yep, it is. It is very optimistic, but shut it. Right, here we go. It's here. It's between Hollywood and Sunnyvale. I'm going to forget that. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Right, okay, buy a vehicle. I've got the cash, obviously. What are we going to do? I'd love to run a Milwaukee. You're allowed to. I'd love to. It's very nice. But we're not doing any electrics on this. We're not, are we? But I'd love to run a Milwaukee. You could run electric on this. I mean, let's face it. You've hardly got the most radical array of different trains going on at the moment. Or a GG1. I mean, that's quick as a whip. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Go on. No one will mind. Just for this. Just for the crossing. The crossing is the only thing... You making up rules. The crossing shut up. The crossing is the only thing that is allowed to use electric. That's a new rule. You might want to go and electrify it then. I'm going to go electrify it and then we'll buy the train. There we go. Right. This may end up being like quad tracked or something. I don't know, but it's a beast, is what it is. A beast. Right. Yep. All of that. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is legit because it means I don't have to electrify the main line at all. Still not sure what I'm going to do about the freight there. But you know what that is? That's a problem for tomorrow. I mean that in a figurative sense. I don't mean literally tomorrow. It will be when I get round to it. Okay, good. I'll hold everything. Yeah, you can't buy an electric train, can you? Because you've got no way of getting it out from the depot. However, what I will do is let's be totally cheeky about it. I haven't abused this function yet at all. Now, it's between Sunnyvale and Hollywood, the depot. Yeah, it is. Also, you don't actually have to go there, but I am doing. Right, let's buy a vehicle. So we're going to buy ourselves a burner train. Something quick. There you go. That's it. Buy it. Yep, there you go. Go get yourself on the canyon crossing, please. There we are. Totally cheeky. And then I'll replace it once it's in situ. Because the alternative is I have to electrify the main line. I don't want to do that. There we are. We're just running the PA there. And, yeah. I know, looks ridiculous. But, what are you going to do? The good news is it'll be you never know. It might actually be capable of its top speed. I'll tell you what it isn't, though. And that is, it is unlikely to be capable of its top speed. Very unlikely. Are you doing a little bit of kernel tracking cam there? I might be, just a little bit. Alright, okay. Come on, zoom in. Oh, it's a nice angle. You know what, that's quite cute. Yeah, no, I don't mind that. That's quite nice. Yeah, it's clearly, it's clearly on an important mission. Right, I'm going to hit the accelerator. I know, as much as we were all oohing and ahhing just slightly about the look of the thing, let's get it where it needs to be, and then we can turn it into what it's actually going to be. And we'll use the GG1. Right, where are you now? I'm at another station, we're not there yet. Oh, this is quite good. This is the O.J. Simpson pursuit camera. Right, come on. Which is a really old reference. Really old reference, and not in the best of taste either. But hey, you can't have it all. Alright, okay, slow them up. Alright, in fact, let's go full pause. Right, hello, friendo. Now then, how much space have you got for wagons? Actually, not very many at all. I'm going to struggle to make a profit off this. Yes, you are. Yes, I am. Okay, right, so if that comes in there, you've got room for, what, 3 wagons on the back of that? Yeah, but, I mean, think about demand. I am thinking about demand. Right, okay, let's replace the train. Is that what you want to do? Isn't it upgrade the train? Edit selected vehicle. Edit selected vehicle. Right, okay, good. So, firstly, dump that, yes. Secondly... Now, what's the New Haven run at? It only doesn't. It's not worth talking about, and it does 87. Okay, yeah. Oh, stuff it. Look, you're making more money than is realistic for anybody to make more money, so just get it done. And then let's put 4 of the Golden Sands on there. Is that an appropriate locomotive? Do you want to double check? These do 99. That does 75. Okay, well, what else are you going to use your Golden Sands on? Yeah. Yeah, all right, okay. Yep. We'll take the extra 6 miles per hour. Right. And then, wait, do the thing. Yeah. I want 4. 76 capacity is nothing. I want more than that. Yeah, but the platform's not long enough. I'm going to have to modify this station. Yeah, I am. Yeah. You know how we were talking about, potentially tweaking some of the towns. I think this is going to be town tweak number 1. There we go. Important, no electric path. Lies. It's not true. There is an electric path. Unless it's saying that this junction piece that I eyeballed that does have cable running over the top of it isn't cabled. Because it flipping is. Alright, okay, run a bit longer. Yeah, alright, keep going. We'll replace you once you're out and about. Could be because it was still in the junction setup there, or it could be that I've missed a bit. Right, both are perfectly possible. Right, okay, manage the vehicle, yeah, and replace it. All right, same again, please. This time, do not fight me. All right, yeah, okay, and then we said 4, didn't we? Yeah, if it's gonna feel very wrong. There you go. Right. Let's go check it. Hold on. Let's let it get all the way across. We're not. Oh no! Wait. No. Now is the time. The time is now. We're going. You've lost it. Pull it up. What do we want first? Ride on board or watch it tracking? Ride on board, I think. Okay. Let's roll. Okie dokie. Right. Well, here we go. First time crossing the canyon. The view may be a little intimidating, but, don't be afraid. I mean, you should be. I mean, it's about a lot up. My goodness me. That's a view. And then this way, you know what's going to make that view even better? Is when there's a Dakota flying up it. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Except, of course... I'm tempted to try and make the Dakota fly under the bridge, but it won't, because there's too many pillars. It will fly into the bridge. Instead, we will have it land here at Huntsville, because it is our capital. Yeah, that's how we're going to make this the most bombastic town on the map. All right, coming out the other end. That's a bit of ugly, and there we go. Anyone waiting? I mean, it's optimistic to think they would be. It's very optimistic to think they would be. You know what else? Yeah, I know what else. Yeah, due to the way that you've got this station pointing, you could quite easily take this on to new places, you know. In which case you want to make the station bigger. All right, we'll do it again once more with feeling, just to, just to round us out for today, and that will do the business. Hopefully there'll be some passengers at some point, because this is not an inexpensive train to run. It's okay though. I've got plenty of money. I've got a mainline route that does 80 million a year, so you know what am I bothered about? Right, I've been Colonel Failure. In the next episode, we'll do the other side of the Y. It's a good view. I mean, I say that because I'm surprised. You never get to properly appreciate the view when you're just poking at it from above. But no, it is a good view. Yeah, it really. And look at the birds down there. Wow. Yeah. There you go. And then we've got really slow corner. It's not the longest route you're ever going to get, but I think even with a 76 passenger cap, although I'm going to want to get that up in the hundreds, assuming that we can build demand up sufficiently. I'm pretty sure we will. Right, there you go, that's your lot. Next time around, we'll do the other side of the Y, and we'll possibly do a little bit of station and town adjustments before we... Oh, okay. Well, it looks great from... it looks like the stuff from elsewhere. It doesn't look like the stuff when you're riding it first person. That's disappointing. Yeah. Yeah, and then we're going to... Just to give you some level of expectation, we're going to crack through the main line on the other side of the canyon really, really quickly. We won't be hanging around. There will be no dawdling. Anybody? Anybody at all? Anyone? Trust me, now's the time to go to Hartford, because no one's interested. Later, they will most definitely be interested. Alright, there you go. That's your lot. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. And cheerio. Okay, there you go. Now, the decision to go electric was not one that I took lightly, but at the end of the day I thought, you know what, there isn't an awful lot of variety in locomotive here, and this crossing route, as the sole electric route, might be quite nice. So I've done it. If it's quite nice, it's good. If it's not, well, it isn't. So there's that. But reorganising both Huntsville, it's not Hartford, it's Huntsville, reorganising Huntsville and Birmingham could lead to something really interesting. I'm pretty certain. I think we can turn both of those stations into proper high volume kind of bits and pieces there. But, you know, we're just going to have to tinker with it and hope that that's the case. Anyway, next episode, tinkering with it and hoping that that's the case.